Hi Leo, welcome to your January 2021 mid-month love reading. My name is Gemstone and I'll be doing your reading for you. How are you doing? Today what we're going to do is take a look into your love life. Obviously, because this is a love reading. We're going to look in your love life, Leo. And if you haven't watched the January 2021 general guidance videos or general guidance video I posted in the beginning of the month, I'm going to draw your attention to a card that's going to come out at 2 minutes. The reason I'm drawing your attention to it is because one, I never do and should. And two, let me not say should, but I feel like it would be helpful. It will create more context possibly to what your January looks like. But the structure of that video will be the structure of this reading, or the structure of that reading will be the structure of this one. What we're going to do today is look into the energy that you're coming out of romantically using a tarot deck. We're going to look at the energy you're coming out of emotionally, as well as the situation you're coming out of emotionally using 2 different oracle decks. And then the situation you're moving into romantically, emotionally you're moving romantically, and then just the overall state that you're moving into romantically using those same decks. All right. Now, down in the description box below, you can find something my guides have told me are called tarot scopes. It's a tarot horoscope. In order for me to connect with your energy, I do a meditation, cards come out. It's a whole big fun time. I receive messages, images sometimes, downloads, and I put that down in the description box below in a in a horoscope format. If it relates to this reading in an obvious way, I'll definitely mention it. But if not, you can look down into the inception. That is the description box for a reading within a reading. All right, Leo, let's look into the energy that you're coming out of romantically. Aww, this made me sad, and this is you. Are you losing hope in a situation that was once something that was stable with the 4 of Pentacles? It was in this form. It was a stable foundation to this deck. I say that because the 4 of Pentacles, the image is traditionally was a person with 2 pentacles under his feet. He's sitting down. He has a pentacle in front of his heart and on top of his head, kind of blocking himself from the world. This doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're losing faith in a situation that was once something that was stable, and it brought you a sense of happiness and joy, something that made you feel good on the inside. And now I feel that that's being tested. Faith is being tested because there is a lack of it in comparison to that time. The Aquarius card right here. And it's funny, in the tarot scope, the energy that I was getting was an air sign vibe. Maybe you're in a relationship with an Aquarius, because I felt an air sign energy there. I felt air. Yeah. Aquarius or Gemini. What emotion is Leo coming out of romantically? Whoa. Okay, let's see. We're just seriously judgment for every sign. I feel like just in general, and I say this on my last reading because this is my last reading for the love readings for January, but it seems like everyone had to learn a lesson of judgment. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and I feel like this is you embracing the fact that you are different, okay? You are different. You're not going to be like everybody. These feel like messages and not the actual message, so I'm going to put it back in the deck, but you are different. Your path is going to look different from others. So comparing yourself to other people is not going to be in your best interest, but embracing who you are will be. And then we also have relationships. It says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my highest good. And maybe this is what is souring this once very sweet mood, that you're feeling like this person doesn't have your best interest. Oh man, my voice almost cracked. That feels very sad. Okay, there. At the bottom of the deck, we have growth. That's very Leo-like. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So the vibe that I'm getting already is a complacent vibe with this person, loneliness. It says, I know that I am never alone. So the vibe that I'm feeling is the person that you were with, or the person that you were once really into, is turning out to be someone that is complacent and not a go-getter in the way that maybe you saw them to be and the way that you pride yourself to be. Or just not even necessarily pride yourself to be, but in a way that you are. Something about you it's an aspect about yourself that you like, that you want to nurture, and that person is not, they're not there. anymore. They're feeling complacent. And this could be just them in general losing that could be them just losing vitality. What's interesting too is in the tarot scope, the energy I felt was bouts of depression due to some form of a revelation that was bestowed upon you, Leo. But that really, I'm wondering now if your partner is also going through something similar, or here, relating that to here, if your partner was the one that experienced bouts of depression and anxiety, like losing their life force, it feels like, or their connection to it. It doesn't feel, I also just got the download that someone could be sick. Someone could be sick. What situation is Leo coming out of romantically? Okay, too many. What situation is Leo coming out of romantically? What situation is Leo coming out of romantically? All messages are for the highest good of Leo. It feels like this card right here. We're coming out of a personal issue reaches a resolution, or reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. At the bottom of the deck, it says, a time to give rather than take. And beneath that, it says, confidence is your key to success. We have full new moon in Leo with confidence is your key to success, and new moon in Virgo. And interestingly enough, we have another new moon at the bottom of another Virgo at the bottom of the deck. It says, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I was going to say full moon in Virgs. Like, what's going on? So the vibe that I'm feeling, two stories. A Leo is losing faith in their relationship. They're feeling lonely in the presence of their other because the other person is no longer who they were in the beginning of their relationship. I feel there's one side of this where their partner is exhibiting complacency, like they're in a state of complacency that's just turning you off. And then in another, there's this low vitality. Like it could be depression, it could be an illness. It just feels like low vitality from your partner. You're feeling lonely. And I can feel that this energy is like being dimmed in a way because of your connection to the other person. But I do feel this sense of you wanting to move on, like you wanting to go. Although this energy is being dimmed, it's still there in full effect. Let's look at the energy that you're moving into, Leo. What energy is Leo moving into romantically? This feels like you're going through it though. Even though I'm saying it's the energy you're coming out of it because you're still in it. I can feel that for the majority of what I'm connecting to, or those that I'm connecting to. What energy is Leo coming out of? Sorry, Leo. What energy is Leo moving into? We have the Five of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. This is relating to the reading. This is relating to the meditation reading. Yep. It feels like challenges are approaching. Challenges are approaching. And when it comes to that lack of ambition, like I'm sensing that here with the Five of Pentacles, this energy of financial setbacks. Setbacks in terms of opinions, in terms of direction, you don't know where to go. And very well, this energy of low energy could be coming from you, Leo. It could be the Leo is the one with the low energy, that low vitality, because that's what I have in the tarot scope. Although this does feel like this feels like someone else, but that feels like someone else. That feels like someone else though. So let me take that back. This feels like someone else. But you do feel affected by it, but you don't feel as low as that. But here with all these different setbacks that are taking place, financial as well as direction, I feel like this relationship might be dissolved. It might equal that, because that might be exactly what is necessary. And I feel a conversation with this person will be helpful, because the cards beneath here are promising. We have 2 wands. We have 3. We have 4. No, this is promising. And I feel like what needs to happen, or what would be best happening, is if you communicate how you feel, Leo. Communicate how you feel with confidence. Confidence is your key to success. Confidence is something you and Aries exude very easily. Speak how you feel with confidence. Get back into that Leo energy. Even though this person feels complacent, and I can feel that you feel sorry for them to an extent. Like there's this sense of you have sympathy for them and not so much empathy. You have sympathy for them. You feel sorry for them. You feel bad for them. And the sorry and bad feeling is because I can feel that there's just a disconnection. I don't feel like this is your person, if I'm going to be honest with you. Because looking at this more and more, it just feels like you're meant to be alone. And attract, like, you're meant to be out of this, let me say. You're meant to be out of this and attract someone that's more in alignment with who you are. Let's look at the emotion that you're moving into. What emotion is Leo moving into romantically? And you see the Judgment card that says that everyone has their unique path and challenges. I feel like for a lot of signs that were in long-term relationships, I feel like there have been a dissolving of long-term relationships in 2021 so far. Time is a construct. We totally get that. But there has been a lot. I can feel the sense of endings. That's what I can feel. In the beginning of further victimhood for those that want to be a victim, or because it's a choice. And the sense of reclaiming your life for the other side. So that Judgment card, I feel like that judgment is really seriously, like I mentioned in the beginning, it's towards yourself. If you don't feel like this is prosperous for you, staying with someone because you feel sorry for them is most likely going to lead to resentment in the future. Do what you feel is right. What emotion is up? Here it is. Trust. The emotion that Leo is moving into romantically is the emotion of trust. That is confidence. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And I feel like this is that time for you to listen to it, Leo. At the bottom of the deck, we have service. Green ray of life with this image opening up that heart chakra, which is your space, Leo. It says, I feel good when I can help others. All right, let's see what situation Leo is moving into romantically. What situation is Leo moving into romantically? All messages are for the highest good of Leo. What situation is Leo moving into romantically? And what I'm getting to is issues on how to spend your money, like direction on how to spend your money, how to operate financially. Your senses of practicality or your views on practicality are not the same. It feels like you got into this relationship fast and never really got an opportunity to get to know each other. It feels like a fling that turned into something long-term that was possibly better at being a fling. Ultimately, it's meant to teach you a lesson, or you can extract a lesson from this circumstance, but yeah. Feeling the vibe of scarcity versus abundance. You versus them. I mean, them versus you, because you feel like the more abundant side. Here it says, don't let pride get in your way. It says nothing will come of this situation. What I feel is, hear me out, Leo. This is a moment, this is a full moon in Leo. We got both cards for you, top and bottom, although Cancer is there. You know what I'm talking about when it came out earlier. But don't let, confidence is your key to success was the new moon in Leo, and now we have the full moon in Leo. So this is like, okay, what I'm feeling. Staying with someone because you feel lonely, or to prevent loneliness, even though you feel sorry for them, even though you guys don't see eye to eye, or you both don't see eye to eye, is going to lead to a situation that's not going to feel good. Don't let pride get in your way in terms of, I feel the situation is going to get to a fiery conversation where I can feel this energy of you just unleashing your frustrations onto this other person and kind of throwing their circumstance back at them. That's what I feel. Because what's happening on your end is mounting resentment. If you could be honest about how you feel. and resolve the issue by communicating it. Like, honestly communicating it. Cancer had a similar situation where it requires you to initiate the conversation in a way that is neutral, so that there's no yelling, or it may lead to that, but there is the effort towards not having it turn into an argument. That would be what is best, especially in reference to the finances and the direction of where you both want to go. It feels like a tug of war. This way, that way, this way, that way. No one's on the same page. This relationship feels like it would be better dissolved though, Leo. And I do want to stress here, I can never tell you what to do, but I feel that you feel that inside. I feel like you feel that. We're going to leave this here. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you like this type of content, please please subscribe to the channel. And if you feel called to talk about how this relates to you, please comment down in the description box. In the comments down below. We would love to know how this story becomes dynamic in one's life that is willing to share. February is going to be a real cool month, so please look out for videos in February. It's going to be really, really, really fun. I'm excited. February on, I can feel it. It's going to be great. This is it, Leo. Please take care of your heart and do what feels right for you, okay? Be brave. Take care.